Hey, how you doing? Look at that. It's snowing here in North. Snowing or sleeting. Temperature says 42, but there is definitely some solid precipitation falling. I'm either going to make it to Downbeat or Sister Anne's, whichever one is open. I know Sister Anne's is open till 6. Downbeat is open 5:30 to 6. It's 4:15 now. You know, this is her Friday. She's off Sunday, Monday. And sometimes if it's slow in there, she'll shut down a little early, so here's a good view of downtown from here. And let's try the shaky cam. Oh, it's starting to sleet again. They made this into a straight through street. Wow. Oh, over at oh, what's the name of that place? The Hawaiian place in North Kansas City. Yeah, what's the name of that place? There's several. It's a franchise. There's one in Lee Summit too. It started sleeting like when I was in North Kansas City. I saw there's an antique store up there I explored, and started sleeting. I was like, wow. Hawaiian Brothers, yeah, that's right. Duh. Couldn't think of it. Yeah, I'm going over to maybe, if she's open, to Downbeat, have some coffee. I've been working on my little live streaming box. I put my my mini switcher in it, and there's this this guy who made patterns for like how to mount the switcher in a Pelican case. So I got a little Pelican case, but I had to cut the back out, which is the hardest part. And I used my Dremel to do it. It looks rough, but it'll work, hopefully. So that's what I worked on all afternoon. Yeah. Well, we figured out how. Remember when you told me that my live streams look like crap at the church when I was in the chapel in the springtime, and that I needed to wire up? I was like, yeah, I know I need to wire up. The problem with that situation was that the router that I had to wire to was pretty far away. So there really wasn't much of a good way to do it. Yeah, I remember the conversation. It was like, yeah, I unfortunately we're relying on what were we using? Their Wi-Fi, and they borrowed a router, an amplifier from one of the fathers in there, who's a it's funny, he's a gamer. Yeah, well, in the actual church itself, the guy ran a cable up to the middle of the church, and there's a little plug in there, and I have a router called a MoFi that I use to turn it into Wi-Fi. Oh yeah, we knew the connection was bad. We just kind of were hobbling along. I even bought some cable because I was going to try and cable to the nearest router, and it was just too much of a task. Too much infrastructure involved. So we just made do for a while, got through Easter. But now the streams look a lot better because we're using the MoFi and the cable in the middle of the church. And what I'm trying to figure out how to do is to downsize it as much as I can and make it very simple. No, you didn't troll me. It was good advice. I appreciate it. I just couldn't there were a lot of factors that were involved that made it more complicated. Ultimately, I would like to, the MoFi will take a SIM card, and ultimately I'd like to get unlimited data so I could use that for the road, like when we're RVing and stuff. And then I kind of guessed that you could plug it into an existing cabled internet connection, and I tried it, and it just detected it right away, and all my devices recognize it really quickly. So it really is the way to go. And when I do it, actually I've been live streaming most recently using the Switcher app, which uses the Wi-Fi to hook your phones up to each other, to the master device you're using to switch with, which I use an iPad. But it's very glitchy, and 2 Sundays ago something interfered with me really bad. Yeah, it's sometimes I don't know. I've had too, and I guess 5G stuff is much better, but 3G and 4G was horrible at times. And you know, you go way out in the country, and good luck with that, no matter what you have. The MoFi is supposed to be able to work out in rural areas. It's advertised as rural internet because rural internet is really bad. Yep, she's open. And they want to charge you an arm and a leg for speeds that are like modem speeds, phone modem speeds. Well, I'm going to go in and say hi to Miss Emily and have my Americano. I don't know if you've ever been to this place before. It's up here on the second floor of this blue house across the street from the Loretto dog grooming place. And you go up these white stairs, and there's Emily's coffee house called Downbeat. She plays a lot of jazz and reggae music, and on vinyl, of course. So it's a neat place, and she's a good person to talk to. So that's what I'm doing. See you in a bit.